Okay, hello Jennifer, how you doing?
Hi, how are you?
What borough you live in?
I live in Manhattan and community of Harlem.
Okay, how long have you been in foster care?
I've been in foster care a combined of 14 years.
Okay, so why did you come to FPA Foundation today?
Well, I came to FPA to seek any available resources for former youth such as myself, just to gain some stability, as far as like with housing, jobs, or any kind of other resources.
Okay, so can you share with me a little bit of your story about being in foster care?
Okay. I've been in foster care as long as I can remember, so around birth, I'm not sure how many foster homes I've been in from the time I was born to forth, but I ended up getting adopted from my foster parents that I spent the age of 4 to 7th with. My struggles in foster care, or my foster care experience, I would say was bittersweet. I would say it was bittersweet because I had some kind of traumatic events happen to me while in foster care, but in the same time, I was able to go to college. I did graduate high school, and I feel like if it wasn't for foster care or foster care services, I probably wouldn't have completed high school. I probably would have had a couple of kids, or so. So it was kind of bittersweet. Hardest struggle going through foster care is definitely just being accepted by the family. Being in foster care and getting adopted, you feel like you have multiple families you could go to, but it kind of just makes you feel like you're lonely and don't fit in. So it's a bit of a struggle there. Some pros about foster care. I met some wonderful people and some wonderful, caring, compassionate people that really care about the kids and the foster care system. It made me a compassionate and caring person because I have a big heart for kids, and different things like that, like working with kids, and so I think foster care, is kind of bittersweet.
Okay, would you like to share any bad experiences with the foster care system?
Yeah. So I actually ended up having a really early traumatic experience in foster care where about 48% of my body was burned, in 2 and 3rd-degree burns. That happened here in New York City, in the Bronx borough. It's a little hard for me to discuss because I don't have any ground facts about it. My information wasn't provided to me when I requested it, being an adult. And these are scars that I've been looking at all my life, and it's been a big mystery, how they got there, and everything. And all anybody can tell me is that it happened in foster care, and that's about it. So yeah, that was definitely a big one that I'm still dealing with today. Still struggling with today, as far as my self-esteem, my confidence level. It does play a big part in that. Some other traumatic experiences. I spent 7 years in a household where I had two adopted brothers just constantly beat on me. I was kind of like the punching bag. And got away with it. Got away with it. Just, I don't know, there was a couple others, some more worse than others, but I don't know.
What do you think is needed? What type of reform do you think is needed right now in the foster care system as a young person who has been in the foster care system? What changes do you think is needed?
Well, for one, I think there should be like a full, evaluation or, on the parent, because I think that's the main key to foster care is the parent and, their background and where they come from or their mental condition, or, things like that, because that person is the parent, for that child at that point, and it's really vital. It's really important because that parent could be after money, could be after anything, you know, and it would reflect, you know, off of it. So I think foster care parent evaluation is one. I think support, you know, counseling services for kids is definitely a number one, because like I said, I often felt like I was by myself, even though I did have, it was like a house of six of us, but I often felt by myself because, you know, they adopted me, but I wasn't their family. So just a support system, like outlets for the kids, you know. I spent just about all my childhood in the house. And I'm talking like domestic housework, you know. So, you know, just outlets for kids to be kids, because I do feel like my childhood was robbed. And I feel like, you know, just activities, you know, things for kids to make them feel like kids, like they're really enjoying their childhood.
What message would you like to share with other foster youths out there?
I know it may sound cliche, you know, definitely stay strong. Don't think about your situation more than your attitude. You know, your situation, sometimes it is what it is, you know, as bad as it may sound, but the really important part is your attitude, you know, how you maintain yourself through all of it. And just staying strong and just believing in yourself, and know that, you know, you may feel like you have nobody else, but you do have yourself, and, you know, yourself is much more valuable than anybody else, you know. And so that's my advice.
Okay, thank you.